changed, unfortunately, they have changed the loyalty of the military from that of the country to that of the president. Yes, they have. And that is why it is easier for the Nigeria military to mobilize tanks, soldiers into civilian territories and start what? A mini war. During Bokwari's time, there were many wars that he coordinated against Nigerians, and there is no consequences whatsoever, ever. Okay? So would the Tinubu be able to do same, or would Tinubu's money be too much that, in fact, that will be his doom? What do I mean by that? When you flow, or well, let's say when you make the free flow of money, illicit money, bribes, to get fully into the hands of the military, and it becomes so flowing and flowing that the other junior officers will kind of get to know that, see this kind of money going around. That kind of corruption like that will trigger them and say, we need to clean the house. Or is it you that will be seeing the flamboyant, luxurious luxury life of these your politicians who are telling you to continue to endure? You need to endure. You need to have some pain. After some pain, enjoyment is coming. The president is going to roll out this, and that to you. Like, would you see all those profligacy and the rest of them that you would be the one to kind of stage the revolution or not? So would the military be unleashed on you like Bukwari did when you can no longer take it? These are questions that you can think about. They haven't happened, but they are going to happen. Okay? They're going to happen. You're going to witness something worse than NSAS. Yes, something very, very stronger than NSAS is going to happen. And those who are going to make all of this happen, they are about to take their position. Okay? You see, it doesn't take time. I remember when Bukwari was there, they used to say, give them time. Give it time. Little time. Then, when they realized that that time was like nothing is going to happen, then they switched it to body language. That even Bukwari hasn't appointed anything, but everywhere is good now. Everywhere is fine now. Everybody is obeying now. Blah, 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 blah. So when Bukwari, when that failed, or let me say when that didn't last too long, they started pressuring him to give them ministers if he didn't know what to do. So he gave them ministers. So when they gave them ministers, they jointly started blaming PDP for whatever people were suffering under them. 6 months after taking power, they started blaming PDP. So after a few months, that didn't work again. Blaming PDP won't really work. So they started blaming the weather. Later, they started blaming some invincible people who don't want Bukwari to succeed. Those who don't love Nigeria. They are the ones who are making it difficult for Bukwari to solve the problem. So they started blaming imaginary people. Later, they started blaming us, the diasporans. These people in diaspora, they always want Nigeria to, they will sit down abroad and they will be criticizing and criticizing. They want people to go and start and fight their government. We need to pray for our leaders. All these people abroad, they started blaming us, diasporans. So when that kind of didn't work, they started blaming the weather. The reason why things are bad is because of the weather. When the rainy season come, or when the rainy season go, or when the harmattan come, or when the harmattan go, when the weather didn't work, they started blaming God. Yes, they blamed God. It's God. If not, it's God that, if God wanted to, it's God that should have come and, God, okay, God, there's nobody they didn't blame except Bukwari. They did not touch him. That's how much deluded and mad. A lot of them are. Most of them are back now. Lunatics from the lunacy, back again. To sell you the same Kool-Aid, give him time. After they tell you to give them time, they will say, it was Bukwari who destroyed things and they are just trying to fix it. After that, they will start blaming you, Nigerians. You are too greedy. Under Boko Haram, they blame Nigerians. They said Nigerians are too greedy. We Nigerians, we are just too selfish. Some of this blame, we shouldn't blame our leaders. A lot of us, we are worse than our leaders. I know that our leaders are very bad. I mean, Buhari may mean well. Buhari wanted to do something better. But we Nigerians, we are very, very evil. And that's why God is punishing us. Buhari wanted to come and do better. But you see us Nigerians, we are so evil. We are so any small thing. We want to bribe this one. Any small thing. That's how they were doing. People started blaming themselves. For insecurity, they started blaming themselves. For the economy, they started blaming themselves. We always want to live above our means. Any small thing, we always want to do party. Now we want to do this. Now we want to shake. We should live within our means. There's no money anywhere. People should live within their means. That's why they are complaining. There's no free money again. They start blaming themselves. I say, we not eat again. What do you mean you cannot eat again? I mean, I'm still eating 3 times a day. I say, Abba, eat 3 times a day. When the Congo of rice is now 1,000 naira. Something we used to buy for 150 naira. It's now 1,000 naira. Say, you are I knew it. President Buhari is trying to rebuild this country, and we have to sacrifice. Must you eat rice? Is it a must that you should eat rice? Why don't you just go and do it? Me, for example, I love semo. But you see, since change, that we want to make sure that everything is fine. Everybody live within their means. Now, cocoa they buy now. I don't buy gari anymore. I don't, I just go to the market. I buy the cocoa gari. It's very cheap. And it's very good, my brother. Cocoa gari. I buy cocoa gari. I take it home and I blend it. It become blended. That's what I eat now. But semo is my favorite when Nigeria was before APC. But now I am living within my means because President Buhari was fixing Nigeria. Why are you eating rice? Why do you eat yam? A tuber of yam is now 3,000 naira. Mayegun, must you eat yam? Maybe it's even like imported yam. There are some Ogbomosho yam. They not be 3.5. They are just 400 naira. If you buy them, very dry. When you eat in the morning, you don't need to eat for the rest of the day. You save the money. I witnessed all of this. So people were glorifying poverty. Guess what? Those who were telling them that they are fixing Nigeria, they want to take them out of poverty and they should sacrifice. They were piling up the billions and billions of their money. They were building mansions and buying properties here and there. By the time they were done with them, a lot of those wearies, they were already part of the poverty capital of the world. So they are back again. It is their modus operandi. If you look at some of these wearies that are telling you that to give them time, they are very confident. Hope is here. Ashiwaju will do. You will not see any Ashiwaju anywhere. Majority of them get mental problem with anyone. There are so many of them abroad, frustrated. It's not easy. If you know what some of them are going through, they can't come to Nigeria anymore. And if they have to come to Nigeria, sure you get, They just have to run back here as well, else they would die within probably weeks in Nigeria. If they know they can't come back here, they will die because of whatever some of them are suffering from. Lunatics. If you meet them one-on-one, you will blame yourself for using your energy to argue with some of them on social media. You will blame yourself. I've learned my own lesson. I have met some of those your uncles and aunties abroad here in the UK. If you see some of them, in fact, I remember when I went to a party in London. I think I told you that story. And one Egbon came. At least that Egbon should be in his 50s. Somehow, I think it should be in his 50s. I can't remember his name. Okay? But when you look at him, when you see him, if they tell you that this person has been living in the UK for over 20 years, you will disagree. Yeah, you will disagree. And there are many like that. Now, what I figured out is that if you see some of them one-on-one, the life or the miserable life they actually live abroad, this abroad is like what Yoruba called buashiri. You know, some of you are in Nigeria, facing your own worst, facing your own worst of the worst existence. Okay, but if you look at some of these all these Lagos Sabobakus abroad, if you see some of them one-on-one, you will kind of you will slap yourself like, oh my God, this is the person I'm speaking to. I am trying to see how I can describe them. You know, the characters that you'll be like, if they see me and this one, they talk, for example, I should be arrested for trying to kind of have a conversation with this person. You know, the character, the kind of people that you just be like, why would I stand there talking to this person? They look older. I don't know what happened to them. They are not mentally sound. They look normal. Sure, you get. But when you look straight into their eyes, especially if you have seen mad people before, you know, mad people, you know, like in Nigeria where you see mad people. Well, I have. I've told you that story before as well. So I met this Egbon, right? And when he started talking, and he said, I remember I said, Tinubu is going to be the president. He's going to win. I said, fine, it's okay, Egbon. I mean, it's all right. I don't give a damn. Whether you like it or not, he's going to a big organization. I don't care. But Egbon, why are you so tensed like this? Like, why? Like, that's not normal. Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry? You are seeing Mayegun and you look so angry. Why? Any mental problem ni? I think somebody was, I mean, people were there were just like, no, it's not normal. It's probably have the mental problem. I said, this is not normal. Can't you have a conversation around somebody that you probably can tell me what I don't know? Why are you so angry? Then I realized that they are like that. And it is for a reason. Sure, you get. And it doesn't matter where they live. So I am like, if some of you who live in Nigeria, if you see the kind of life these guys actually live here, I'm not going to take advice from them. You know those ones they call Alaye Baje? I mean, there's a Yoruba for that here. There are people here in the UK that we call Alaye Baje. You know those ones who have become pretty much like, you know, I don't know if I should call it a kind of a recovering junkie. You know those they call junkies? Those who have kind of faced, you know, okay, maybe not just junkies like that, but recovering junkies. People like that are mostly those who actually say they defend or support. You know, when you see they are female, you know, if you see the women too. Now, when they start talking, a lot of you will be so surprised and say, this person has been living abroad for years. Wow. Wow. I have met few of them. And seriously, if not for social media, a lot of you living in Nigeria, your lives are quite better than theirs. Oh no, alone. Like I said, they are just like Bo Ashiri, cover my shame. That is what I brought this to some of these guys. You know? And it's like taking an advice from mentally deranged people because they live abroad. Frustrated people who somehow they just use this social media as their own pastime. And there you are. Because they live abroad, they advise you. Tinubu is this, Tinubu will be that, and on and on and on. If you see some of them one-on-one, you will slap yourself for listening to them. Sure you get. But anyway, it's always by choice, and the consequences of those choices are kind of left to you. You know, so unfortunate, if you say. But yeah, for those of you who are there, and those of you who are fighting, so those of you can sense the danger, you can sense what this is going to be all about, and you really, really, really want to prevent it. I wish you luck. I also have advice for you. Or don't take it as advice, just opinion. I have seen these guys with what they have done with power. And I have seen all other attachments or interests around when it comes to power. And I remember telling you that these guys don't care how they get to power. Here you get, as long as they are in that power. Now, you see all these vested interests. They are those who are going to make it impossible for Kolu to be removed. I know you are keeping your fingers crossed though, but you'll get to know that it is ideal to prepare for a long haul. These guys are vicious, and when it comes to power, there's nothing they can't do. Prepare for the long haul. Long haul in the sense that there are some of them who believe that even if Kolu can no longer talk again at some point, they will keep him there. Not to your own interest, but to theirs. Okay? So we've seen the list of their technocrats, and the verdict is that, sorry guys, you are not getting out of the woods. Okay? There is no hope changing or anything. Job for the boys. They turn for others to come and chop. Wherever it is that you sort of invested in all of this, whether you are a Milokon or you are Enekon Lomo, I am advising you that if expecting them to change Nigeria or kind of make things a little bit better than what they are right now is your expectation from these guys, I am advising you, okay? Bury that expectation. I am prepared for the whole drama. My diary will keep all the records, and I will always be here to remind you that if all of us really care, okay, I care about Nigeria, and I'm asking you to care about Nigeria too. So caring about Nigeria and caring for Nigerians who are trapped in Nigeria today, if all of us really love Nigeria that way or care that way, please, compel on those who should know that the ideal thing to do right now is to break Nigeria up. May everybody they go their way. I'm going to say something on that too. A lot of people will tell you Nigeria can never break. Some will even taunt me, why don't you come back home and break it? I have an advice for you. If you don't want Nigeria to break, like you always confidently say it will never happen, then I advise you, tell Tinubu and the rest of them to go and surrender themselves at the nearest either military barracks or police station and say, here we are the problems of Nigeria. Arrest us and jail us on their own. Maybe there can be tamper justice with mercy. But listen to me very well. You see, the breakup of Nigeria that will happen, it's going to be very bloody, but it's going to be gradual. You watching me right now, You are going to campaign for the breakup of Nigeria too. You are going to be willing to die for the breakup of Nigeria. It is just a matter of time. With the characters like Tinubu, with the agenda of APC, Egbekegbe, as well as others who are also waiting in the lockout in the corner to take their turn, Nigeria is headed for one single place, and it is called perdition. Now, perdition means Nigeria will break. But you see that kind of break that will happen with the way they are going right now. Now, that kind break of when you drop a crate of Coca-Cola, you drop a crate of Coca-Cola from the truck. Bah! You know how that kind of is going to scatter? That is what will happen. And what will contribute to the breakup of Nigeria is what is already contributing to it. Politicians love divide and rule. And this is one red line that, as horrible as your past politicians have been, they have managed never to cross that red line. APC has crossed it. 8, division, violence, and all that they have planted in your mind, they have become more grounded. Bigotry, ethno-bigotry, religious fanaticism, intolerance, and on like that. They have already ingrained them in so many people already. So give it time. Let them continue in that trajectory. It is just going to be a matter of time. You will join in that fight. You will. And that is why I'm saying, if you love Nigeria, break it up and save lives. I wish I could do that for you, and you will thank me for it. But for those of you who are unity beggars, prayer warriors, and on like that, you see these characters, you see these guys, and their policies, they are never any policy that will unite a country. Because unity is not just a word, okay? When you have greedy kleptomaniacs, that all they do is steal and steal because they can, all right? Then, and you have a country that is growing, population growing. You have a country with over 70% of them being young people, and you don't think Nigeria will break, if you continue like this. You have the jobless, Nigeria is with the highest number of jobless people on earth, highest number of poor people on earth, highest in crime when it comes to this terrorism. And those who brought about all of this, they are not stopping. They want to make more money. All these guys are going to come in and become billionaires too. Shortchange you, steal from you, deny you this and that. So what do you think that's going to head? Where do you think that is headed? It's going to get to a stage. There will be nothing else to steal. Or whatever you are stealing will be valueless. You want to steal money? Oh yeah, carry Ghana must go. The entire Ghana must go you are putting in your head. When you change the money, it's not up to $20. Do you know that they will push you there? A lot of them believe that they have assets stored and then saved all over the world in hard currencies. Of course they do anyway. So what will happen? By the time they push all of you to that brink, and you hold that naira, it is so worthless. You're going to turn around and you're going to realize that, or to make it worse, maybe by then, a lot of you would have gotten to the fanatical stage, whether you are a whether you are a tribal bigot, or whether you're a religious fanatico, whatever position you put yourself or you find yourself at the time, they would have weaponized all of that too. So do you know what's going to happen? You're going to be hunting yourself around. Yeah, it's not going to be because of any other thing other than the rage in you, triggered by poverty, triggered by hunger, all combined, weaponized by the criminals who think they are making it right now. They can hold power and do that. The end goal is that we're going to be hunting ourselves, okay? Especially now that you have over 50 armed groups in Nigeria, all right? According to the report, over 50 armed groups are currently in Nigeria with different weapons that they can wreak havoc anywhere, anytime, whenever they want. That is Nigeria. When you have corrupt security system that are not coordinated enough to prevent crime, corrupt, selfish. So what happened? Then you have criminals taking charge of what the security should prevent and all that. That's exactly what you're having right now. Those who are more interested in protecting the regime than protecting the country. So if you love Nigeria, you're going to be my friend. Somebody said earlier when I shared a clip, and then one Wiri came there, and he happened to be living in the UK. So he came there and he said, Mayegun is just using the Igbos to catch crews. He's just using them to make money. Because Mayegun knows that, he said, when the time is right, Mayegun as a Yoruba man is going to what? Is going to support Tinubu. So I went there. This was on Facebook. So I went there and I click on his profile. And So under it, I've seen people commenting like, you are mad, you are stupid. So all that is happening in Nigeria now is crews, Abi. So is it the Igbos, the Igbos only that are affected? So you are crazy. People are commenting, you are stupid. Look at this one. Look at his head. So I just went there and I checked his profile and I was like, now, sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize to you. This guy ran away from the asylum where they are treating him. I actually know the guy. He's a madman here, right? But they call them madman because it's like discriminating. You are discriminating when you call them, say, this one a madman, on colos, right? So here it's kind of discriminatory. So I was like, guys, no vex. So the guy ran away from where they treat him new. We don't look for him. So when he ran away, that's why he came here. Can't cause problem here or can't comment nonsense. So now Lusham the way they deal. If you go Lusham under that bridge, you'll see him there, but we'll go catch him and return him back to where he's receiving his treatment. There are many here. There are many people who run away from where they should be receiving treatment. Things are happening in Nigeria. And it is not limited to any particular part of Nigeria. Everybody is affected, including those who you should call your own family members too. Everyone is affected. And this guy with what do you call it? Is a Pandora head. He came there and all he saw was that Mayegun is just using the Igbos. Mayegun is just this and that. And I'm like, when would you guys actually kind of learn? Don't listen to mad people because they live abroad. Okay? Just take a look at your life. You are living in Nigeria, for example, and somebody abroad comes and abuse Mayegun. You living in Nigeria, you go under the post and you thank you, Jare, my brother. Thank you, Jare, my brother. He will never say anything good about this. Somebody who is abroad is abusing Mayegun because of what he's saying about the criminals who are destroying your lives in Nigeria. You go under there. We really go under there to go and say thank you, Jare, sir. Thank you, ma. At least you are abroad. I don't know why it cannot be like you. You want me to be like the lunatics? Stand down from me. People that are receiving treatment here. A lot of you, hunger has kind of turned your head. In case if you don't know, if you get too hungry, you can run mad. Yeah, you can lose your mind. Why ya were giddy like weary? Yeah, weary correct weary. Let's say section. Here we section them here too. A lot of them are frustrated people that for years they have been looking. Some of them have been looking for years for their own what do they call them? Asylum or papers. Waiting this UK don't show some of them. They don't run mad before they finally gave them the papers. These are now the people on social media. You will see them 45 years old on TikTok. I know myself. In my life, anybody cannot talk to me like that. I am a very big boy. Do you know how much money I make? Do you see this watch? 45 years old man in London on TikTok talking to 18, 17 years old people. Lunatics. Some of them, they told them, see, for you to begin to feel, to maintain your madness, go on social media, interact. They can't enter social media. You dey Nigeria, they face shege. You they see one lunatic abroad because he's living abroad. For here, people know people wear mad, know they wear dirty clothes. Oh. Seriously. If you're expecting somebody who is mad to be wearing dirty clothes and be putting on a basket, on their and say, that one I'm mad. We don't get them here. Mad people, they dress nice, wear lovely aftershave. Are you with me? But they receive treatment. And when you get closer to them, you see that we really you. But it looks nice. How come they allow them to see that you are in the UK? This is America for here. Even weary people, they go sit down normally. Those are the people you can't see on social media that they are commenting everywhere, telling you Tinubu will change Nigeria. You click their profile, they are abroad, they are in America. A lot of them have been frustrated. At the age of 55, they are arguing on social media, defending Kolu, and you think that is normal because they are wearing suits, because they are beautiful. You can see their family. We don't work below money. If you see some of them, they will tell you. Say, I can't miss medication. Go and check your daddy. I hope your daddy is not on social media because he hasn't used his medication for the past 2 days. So he may be there now, start causing all this, or advising people. He's a madman. Go and collect your daddy's phone. We have them here. And when I look at some of you from Nigeria, I just feel like a lot of you actually listen to some of them when it comes to this APC madness. You listen to them. But by the time the shege started touching you, you started messaging them, they locked their accounts. You can no longer DM them. You can no longer message them. Now you are now having to go onto their social media and say, sir, please check your inbox, sir. Sir, I just messaged you, sir. Please, sir. Say Ashiwaju is the most brilliant. Ashiwaju is going to Shekiniko. You go under their post. Somebody abroad, you go under their post and you say, thank you, God bless you, sir. And that's why I like to listen to you, sir. I don't like listening to other people who are abroad, who are always talking nonsense about Nigeria. But for you, sir, you are always inspiring us. When the AB catch you, when the shege touch you, you can't ask her, sir, please check your inbox. I sent you a message, sir. Sir, please, sir, I've been messaging you for the past 2 weeks, sir. Sir, it's very urgent, sir. I need your help, sir. I don't usually do this, sir. But it's because you are my mentor. I said I should come out. You're now doing that. We remember sorrow. A lot of you don't know, but it's all right. Sure, you get. It's all right. I see some of them here. Apart from the one we Conte, I was like, Egmo, I need help. Hello, get help. I said, Egmo, we did relocate to Nigeria when Tinubu become president. In fact, what would you do in Nigeria when Tinubu become president? Would you just go and start collecting your own? Because it looks more like an Agbero. Those Agbero from Lagos who got it. There are many in London. If you go to London, you will think you are probably in Oluwole, or you are in Lagos Island, or you are somewhere in Oshodi. Seriously. Real thugs. Here you get now. Real thugs, like complete lunatics who have no idea about governance, politics, or anything. But the fact that, they had people who actually listened to them, what do? They kind of feel better. I see them around. So the bottom line is this. Anyone who is telling you that Tinubu is coming, or is bringing people that will come and do something and they will come and check, Baba, that person don't mean well for you. Even though me, I don't get any advice for you, because there's no way I can help you. Are you with me? But it is ideal for me to tell you what is coming. Businesses are going to fold. Jobs are going to be lost. Poverty is going to skyrocket. Corruption is going to be the order of the day. Criminals are going to be those in charge of what really matters in that country. Criminals will be in charge of your institutions. By the time they finally settle down, you will understand why Tinubu and Agberos in Lagos Why they lasted this long. You'll see it. I don't know. But some said that maybe the tribunal will save them. I shouldn't believe tribunal will save you, Abi. I will keep saying amen to that too. Because you see, not because I have any dog in your fight, but for what I have seen and what I can see happening, I mean I would gladly join you to say amen. Make judiciary save you. Sure, you get now. That's the reason why I'm going to say amen. Make them save you. I pray you the pray. But judiciary cannot save itself right now. Talk less of saving Nigeria from what is coming. Just brace up. When I say brace up, it simply means that a lot of things will happen spontaneously, and they are going to happen based on the actions of these guys. They're going to talk down on you. Hello. They are going to say things that a lot of you will read the headline and will be like, God damn it, man, this guy's no retors. They're going to provoke you. In fact, for those who are saying that it's going to lead to fight, it's going to lead to this, we are going to start protest and all of that. You see, by the time they are done with you, a lot of you will not have strength to even kind of fight. Sure, you get. I'm not saying all of you. A lot. A lot of you will still have strength right now. That you are using that strength to defend Kolu, or you are using that your own strength to push and say judiciary under trial, judiciary on trial, judiciary under watch, and all those things that you are saying. By the time they are done, some of you will be too weak to fight. The hunger is already spreading. I just hope. I just hope that whatever is going to trigger you should happen now. That you have to still have that kind of energy to, say we no go agree. But apart from that, you are now welcome to Shege Bansa, which is the Egmo next devil. It started with change. Then it moved on to next level, next devil. Now the Alibaba and his 40 thieves, 28 of them have been nominated today. We are waiting for the complementary list, the VC list. When they finally put all of that together, it will be a grand welcome to Shege Bansa. Look at them, listen to them. Tell me, have you had any brilliant idea at all on how they want to get you out of this whole thing? Apart from all those things you are making up in your head. Maybe they should do this. Maybe they should do that. Have you heard them clearly explain to you what they want to do and how they want to do that to get you out of where they have put you now? They brought this guy in and said it's going to be your acting CBN, Central Bank Governor. Now, the guy they brought in, they can't make him Central Bank Governor. Emefiole, the one that they are currently throwing under the bus, Emefiole can only be removed by the 2/3 of the National Assembly, which is the Senate. So, Kolu will need to write them to remove Emefiole. He can't remove him, and he can't appoint anyone else until Emefiole is gone, I believe. But it's a lawless place, so he may not have to do all of that too. So they said part of the reasons why they are shaking Emefiole down is that they want him to resign. Here you get, they want him to resign because Tinubu cannot sack him. He can only suspend him. It's only the National Assembly that can sack him. So since Emefiole is not resigning, it's making it difficult for Tinubu to appoint another governor. Okay? And they said that is what the Daura Secret Service, the Dokbemu Stupid Service are doing, trying to force him to resign. But they said Emefiole himself is negotiating that He knows that once he resigns, they don't need him anymore. And they can easily deal with him with whatever they have in plan. So they must assure him that they're not going to touch him. They will let him just go and let him just leave him. If he resigns, and they can just have all their stuff and all that. Again, you may not take my word for it. Okay. So they brought in this guy and said, "Oh, it's going to be your central bank governor." Remember, you have an acting one, supposed, right? Okay. Now the acting one came out and said the policy of Tinubu is to stop multiple, what do you call it? To stop a multiple exchange rates. All right. And to stop that, they have decided to float the naira or float whatever, I don't know. So everybody should go and look for dollars to buy or sell at whatever price they want, so that the market forces will now control that and the price will begin to fall down. That was the lie they told you. Today, the forex market has tumbled. Nigeria is about to go to recession. I'm talking about a serious downgrade of whatever is left of Nigeria is currently ongoing. Serious ongoing. Seriously ongoing. Now they have retraced. Like I said, it's all going to be trial and error, Abi. So they came back and said, no, we didn't say we want to unify the exchange rate. Oh. No, we didn't say that. Oh. Of course you did. You increased your exchange rate from supposed official 450 naira to $1. You increase it to 650 naira to $1. Then you increase it to 700 naira to $1. Like official. So what do you mean by you are not trying to have a single exchange rate anymore? Didn't you campaign that you want to have a single exchange rate? Why are you changing that? They've changed it to, ladies and gentlemen. They said they didn't say that. They didn't say they want to have a single, no. What they said was that the market force would decide what the exchange rate will be. Now, the market force don't they decide that more? Because today, a pound sterling is now over 1,120 naira to a pound sterling. Okay, 1,106 naira to pound sterling. A dollar is already over 900 naira as you are watching this video. 902 naira, 903 naira to a dollar. Euro is already over 1,000 naira too. 1,040 naira to euro. 1,106 naira to a pound. 906 naira to a dollar. All of this within 2 months of APC, Tinubu. So the monetary policy don't jam Agbako. Almost every policy that Tinubu announced, that they are forcing you to be singing this. They say, oh, yeah, sing now. Look at all the move. Subsidy, gone. Can you come? Like, all of them are those who have actually pushed you into further poverty. So tell me, which of their policy are gone? You really think it's coming to... Oh, my shield. Oh, my shield. Anyway, I am going to leave all of you. I was going to take calls earlier, but I just felt like I'm just going to talk, and I did. That's what I do, okay? My program is unscripted. I just speak my mind. Just say everything I know. And you don't have to take any word of mine serious. Everything I said, you don't have to take them serious, okay? Just don't pretend that I didn't say them, all right? And then wait for the reality to prove me right. And then maybe you will remember that my ego did tell you, if they are telling you to be hopeful, there's nothing wrong in being hopeful, okay? I mean, the reason why a lot of us are where we are, right? In fact, the reason why we are still alive is because there's something, right, that we love, that we hope, that we can actually probably achieve or keep, safeguard, or something like that. There's always something that keeps us around. The day you feel like there's nothing anymore in this world that is of interest to you, from that moment you may begin to look suicidal, right? That means you probably may kill yourself because of you don't find anything anymore that is hopeful. So hope is a very good thing, and hope is there's a definition that said hope is the creation of man, right? Just to be able to have a purpose, kind of a purpose. Is that deep? No, but you get what I mean. Like, there's nothing wrong in being hopeful about something, having hope, building on it, and then chasing it and achieving them. Do you understand? But what is not right is you having hope in APC. You dey crazy, ni? Sorry, I mean, sorry, like you dey mad, ni? And you don't know. APC talk about hope. You can't talk say you get hope. In APC, egbekegbe, what they say to you, and you believe that. I'm not saying you are mad, though. I'm only asking, no, show mad in it. Well, I'll leave you to it. Now your hope no be mine. Somebody will be like, Mayogun, is it your hope? You are right, it's not mine. I won't have such when I am actually not a self-hating idiot. But again, we all have our choices, at least where we are given those choices. And we all have our brains. I just implore you to use yours. You get what I mean? Because if you don't use your brain, somebody else will use them for their own agenda. And you will be the loser as well as the victim of whatever they are up to. I've done my part. Not be every day, Pastor, they cure mad people. We come for deliverance. As for you, the brethren, I have fed you today with the word that is called the truth. They don't have to make sense right away. And if they already make sense to you, you don't have to accept them right away as well. Remember, you can take your time, okay? And, and review. One mistake you should never do, and this is just an advice, do not ever find yourself in a position where you begin to say, maybe they will even do better. What if maybe God, once you get to that stage, you have destroyed all my efforts. All this while, I'm talking to you, the brethren. If you ever, for any reason, begin to doubt what you know, that you begin to feel like maybe and maybe, you have already failed from your deliverance. God will deliver all of you and all of us all together. But remember this, for every choice we make, there is always going to be consequence and consequences of such. Now, if you are independent enough to make your choices, stick to them and stick to the consequences of such actions. Do not deviate and do not try to pass it on. Because the moment you begin to take responsibility for your actions, your decisions, including your political decisions, and you begin to see the consequences of such decisions, just maybe you are likely not going to make them again. And that is why you are on Mayegun's Diary Political. The sermon tonight is this: their list is not a list that is because of you. It is a compensation list. It is a pensioners list. And none of them is coming to serve you. They are coming to make your life hell. Enjoy all of the drama that surrounds it. When you finish enjoying it, watch my video from the beginning again. And the next time I see you, it's going to be about more updates. I'll leave you to that. And thank you for your time. I'll see you some other time. Good night.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi #1.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi #1.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi #1.
Máyégún Diary politico.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀lọ́mọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.